everyone, we're going to talk about matching information. One of the most time consuming question types you'll ever gonna get. Very time consuming. First set, true, false, not given, fill in the gaps. This kind of questions are really very easy and not time consuming. You can solve it very early time possible. But matching information, very time consuming. You'll always gonna need a lot of time. So today we're gonna try to solve the problem so that you can solve the matching information quickest time possible. That's number one, quickest time possible. Number two, the most correct, so that you can get at least 90% correct, if not 100%. So that's the target. So let's go and try to do that. Here is the matching information. So before we start, I really want to talk about one thing. First of all, sometimes you're going to see just 3-4 matching information. Some other time you might gonna see like 5, 6, even 7 matching information. So we're going to try some more. Like here you're gonna get like 7 matching information in passage 2. It is maybe from Cambridge 14. So you're gonna try, we tried to find some matching where you can get more questions rather than like 3-4, but we're gonna try like here 7 matching information, what you can really do. So first of all, the strategy should not be exactly the same when you solve 3-4 matching information and when you solve like 6-7 matching information. You should have like different strategy. Okay, let's go. If you get a lot of matching information in one paragraph, 5, 6, 7, how can you solve it? That's the theme of this class. First of all, whenever you're going to solve any kind of reading passage, obviously you should read at least for some seconds what the title is, what the subtitle is. It will going to give you some idea how and what you will gonna get in this passage or in this article. First thing, they are saying saving bugs to find new drugs. If you don't know what the bugs is, it's insects, but yeah, bugs. Find new drugs. So we know that you can really make different kind of medicines from the insects, right? We know that. Maybe that's what they will going to talk about. They're going to talk about some pharmaceutical research. First thing first, you need to be very realistic in terms of IELTS. I use this word a lot of time. Realistic, because if you are not realistic enough, then things will going to be very difficult for you. First of all, see matching information, how many words are there? Maybe in one question you will get like, I don't know, 10 words. So 7 questions you are getting like 70 words, 80 words, kind of like that. Now think about it. Is it really possible to match all the words out there? Not possible. Sometimes you won't know the meaning of some words. So that's important. You need to first make the question as small as possible. That's what we are saying. Make the question as small as possible. That's your first job. It's very important. So you make the questions smaller. How you can make the question smaller? That's the question, right? But first keep your mind on your head. I am going to make the questions smaller so that I need to find small things rather than everything. Like how many is mentioned? If you need to like now match, okay, mention, okay, need to find something that is mentioning of factors, okay, not one factor, a lot of factors out there. Driving, a renewed interest, so renewed the interest of, see, all the words is kind of impossible to match. So first thing first, when you are going to make the questions smaller, the first thing you need to think about what I am going to find in the passage earliest time possible. What? Find out what to match, what really you will be able to match as early as possible. So what you are going to do when you will read this question, when you will read this information, you will try to find 1 or 2 information that will be very easier for you to find from here. First question, see mentions of factors driving a renewed interest in natural medicinal compounds. So see here, if you think about natural medicinal compounds, that's the information you can really find easiest time possible, earliest time possible, as early as possible, right? Because see, natural medicinal you understand that the medicine compounds or medicinal stuffs that you get from nature. It's not made in a lab or somewhere else. You get it from the nature. Like in some countries still you will get some medicine from the nature, right? So that's what they are talking about, natural medicinal compounds. That's the information for this 14 number. That's the information you will going to be able to find it more easily than other information like renewed interest. Okay, was there interest or no? And then so when you'll find this information, okay, they are talking about natural medicinal compounds, then you come to the information, come to the question and see, okay, natural medicinal compounds, okay, was the interest renewed? In renewed interest mean there was interest, then it stopped, then it's again coming, right? Renew, okay, renew. For business license, you need to renew your business license, right? Every year, kind of. So renewed interest. So they're talking about renewed interest. Interest comes again. Then that's what you're going to find. But first thing, you need to find like natural medicinal compounds. Is this passage talking about anything that refers to natural medicinal compounds? Like the next one, how recent technological advances have made insect research easier. See, first of all, if a answer of 15, first say the answer of 15 is A, obviously you will going to find some information about insect. That 100%, or insect research, that's 100%. If answer is the B, obviously in the passage B you will going to get some information about the insect. That's the first information you can find easily. When you will get the information, okay, they are talking about insect here, then you can think, okay, what they are talking, are they saying how recent technological advances are made insect research easier? So means now it is easier because of technological advances. Then we will see, okay, are they saying because of technology now this research became easier or not? If they're saying, okay, this is making easier, then you will answer, okay, answer will be. But first thing, what you can find in the easiest time possible, earliest time possible, that's what you need to find first. Like next question, first say examples of animals. So see, whenever you will see something they are talking about, they are giving you an animal's example. Now you think about the some examples of animal. Think about tiger, cat, dog, right? These are the animals you can think of right now at your head. Maybe you are thinking some others too. So examples of animals. So when you see some names of any animals, then you can think, okay, this can be the answer. Number 16 can be the answer. Then you can see use medicinal substance from nature. So same thing. Now you became a little bit confused. Should be. Why? Because number 14 is about natural medicinal compounds. Number 16 is also natural medicinal compounds. But now you should be a little bit, okay, if you find anything in the paragraphs, any paragraphs that are talking about some medicine compounds from the nature, from the tree, from other things, when you will get this kind of information in any paragraph, maybe A, maybe B, maybe C. So whenever you will find that information, they are talking about something that refers to medicinal compounds of nature, then you can think, okay, answer can be 14, answer can be 16. Then you will find, okay, what they are saying. Are they talking about animals? Like animals are benefited substance from the animals which use medicinal substance. So is animals doing that? One is about the animal, related to the animal. Another one is related to the people. They are getting interested again, right? About the interest, not animals. So if we get the natural medicinal nature, we will gonna think, okay, it can be answer 14, it can be answer 16. If it is related to the animals, answer 16. If it is related to something else, then answer 14. That's how you make it easier. Reasons why it is challenging. See, anything can be challenging. To use insect. So see here again, insect in drug research. Now if you find any kind of information about the insect, then you can think, okay, answer can be 15, answer can be 17. Then you, okay, what they are saying in 15, in what they are saying in the 17. In 17 it is saying challenging, means difficult. It's challenging. Drug research is challenging. So one is insect research, another thing is insect in drug research. So another thing is, see here it is positive, it's easier. Because of technology, insect research is easier. Or here they are saying insect research in insect in drug research is challenging. So this is kind of negative or challenging, difficult, negative or difficult. This is positive or easier. There's a difference. But whenever you get the information about the insect, you will come to the 15 and 17. Okay, next one, reference to how insect in drug research may benefit wildlife. So see, drug research. Now they are saying drug research. So see, the 17 was insect and drug research. Here they are just saying drug research. They are not relating anything with the drug research and the insect. They are just talking about the drug research. Why? See, ultimately what happens when you solve the matching information? You get confused, right? When you read the passage B, then you confuse. Okay, it can be answer 17, it can be answer 18. That's the problem you face. So you need to identify what's the difference between the questions. That's your first picking point here. So how interest in drug research may benefit wildlife. So they're saying this is now drug research and wildlife. Wildlife will going to get benefit. Wildlife will get benefit or benefited from the drug research. So that's what they're saying. A reason why nature-based medicines fell out of favor for a period. A reasons why nature-based medicine. So again, nature-based medicine. So we get 3 information about nature-based medicine. Fell out of favor for a period. Fell out of favor means people are not favoring this anymore. That's fell out of favor. And then the last one, an example of an insect derived medicine in use at the moment. So see here again the same thing, insect derived medicine. So insect derived medicine, right? Insect. So see, actually when you do some kind of research about this, now you get 3 things. 1, natural medicinal compounds. which number? Number 14, number 16, and nature based medicine number 19. So whenever you will get the information, something they are talking about medicine from the nature, medicinal compounds from the nature, something from the nature, right? Then you will going to try to answer like 14. Okay, my answer can be 14, 16 or 19. Narrow down. Okay, no, they're talking about insect. They're talking about insect. Okay, insect. That's mean answer can be for 15, answer can be 17. Insect, answer can be 17. No, all right. They're talking about, okay, answer can be 20, right? So 15, 17 and 20. Okay, no, they're talking about drug research. They're talking about drug research. So, okay, 17 or 18, something like that. See, that's how you do some kind of pre-plan. It's very important. Gaze plan, pre-plan. It will help you to understand and find the answer easiest time possible, lowest time possible, simplest time possible. That's what you need to do. For say, if you start reading number A, so you are done, right? Now you start reading more drugs. Then because see, it's really impossible to locate, so you just need to read everything kind of, but I'm gonna show you how quick you can answer it. So more drugs, then you might think, when you understand, when you get the word drugs, so maybe you are thinking about, okay, drug research, but drugs and drug research are not the same thing, but you have in mind, okay, they are saying drug. So okay, my thinking or my perspective is going to number 18, and also where is it, also some kind of 17, a little bit when you see the word drug. All right, and then are inspired by compounds found in living things. Living things means the nature, living things. Compounds found in the living things. Now you understand. Okay, now you have some kind of thing. Okay, natural compounds kind of things they are saying. So you get drug, you get natural compounds. That's what you get, because that's what you are looking for. And then looking to nature, then they're now they are starting up talking about, start to talk about the nature. So now your intention goes to some numbers like 14, 16 and 19, right? Your intention is going there. What they're saying, in one they're saying renewed interest, another one they're saying medicinal substances, right? And another one they're saying like favor, the favor. Okay, after that, what they're saying, looking at the nature for the soothing and curing and the alignments is nothing new. We have been doing it for tens of thousands of years. So they're saying we're doing it for a very long time. So they're talking about the time. Okay, you only have to look at other primates. You need to look at other species, other primates, such as Puchin monkeys. So if you don't know this word, it's okay, you know the monkey, right? So now you get the name of an animal, don't you? Now you get the name of an animal, monkeys. Now your intention, see, now you get two things. One, mostly nature. You get the drug, but they're not talking about drugs anymore. They're talking about nature mostly. So you get nature and you get animals. These are the two things you just get. Now where is your intention? Look at here. Which options really give you the options for animals and the nature? 14, 16, 7, 19, right? These are the things they're talking about nature based. So 14, they're saying renewed interest. 16, they're talking about the animals and medical substances. Now you should get the answer. I mean, in 19, nature-based medicine fell out of, no, only one option that recommend animal and nature. Very simple. Now you get the information. You don't even need to match everything, because see, if you try to match now everything, you need to read at least 2-3 sentences more. You also need to match a lot of things, which will going to take your time. All right, you don't have that time. Okay, so this is how you, as earliest time possible, but if you want to read more, you will going to, or you will be able to match that, like rub themselves with toxin. See, rub themselves with toxin. They are doing that to deter mosquitoes. Or chimpanzees who use noxious forest plants to rid themselves intentional parasites. So that's how they are getting help from the nature. So you can get it like, okay, example, I also use medical substances from nature. But see, if you can just match the important things, you will be able to match the things, no problem. So 16, done. 16, answer will be A. Got it. 16 is done. Now we're going to read the number B. What they're saying here on number B. See, pharmaceutical science and chemistry built on these ancient foundations. So they're saying pharmaceutical and other thing perfected the extraction, characterizations, modification and testing on these natural products. So again, natural products, natural substances. When you see that, now your intention should go to the again number 14 and number 19, because number 16 is done, because these are the two options they are talking about nature-based medicine, isn't it? Other things are not, or other options. This natural product. Then for a while, modern pharmaceutical science moved its focus. So moved its focus away from nature. Moved its focus, right? Fell out of favor. Moved its focus, fell out of favor, isn't it? Now you get your answer. Moved its focus means fell out of favor. Now For a period, for a while. For a while means for a period, for a time period, for the being, for some moment, for some days, months, years, we don't know. For a while means for a period. Moved its focus means fell out of favor. B, answer C. You don't need to read everything. 19, done. Okay, number C, let's go. Laboratory-based drug discovery has achieved varying levels of success. Something which has now promoted the development of new approaches focusing once again on natural products. Do you need to read any more? I don't think so. Now you know the answer, natural products, because there is only one option left that talk about the natural compounds, natural substances, whatever. That is number 14. You don't need to match everything. If you want to match, you can match. Once again, renewed, right? Favor, focusing on means interest. You have the interest means you are focusing, but you really have the time to match that much information? No, you don't really have that time. So try to, utilize your maybe just just a little bit analysis in your question, and then you come back here, then answer it. Let's try another one. And number D, what they're saying, insects. Okay, let's do a thing now. See, I want to show you something else. This is number D, this is number E, this is number F, this is number G, this is number H. Can you understand that now? What do you understand? Let me show you. How many paragraphs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 paragraphs are there. How many options, how many information are there? 7. So there are 2 options will not going to be the answer. 2 options will not going to be the answer. So it's not mandatory you will going to find all the answers everywhere. I'm going to show you just a little bit thing. So 2 options will not going to be the answer. That's important. And then there are some paragraphs are really big. There are some paragraphs are really big. Some paragraphs are kind of smaller. Then you need to make the decision which one I'm gonna read first. First, say the option F, G, H, right? These are very big. We might try to read it later on, not at the first point. Okay, let's start with the number E here. From the tiny proportion of insects that have been investigated. So they're saying insects now. What they're saying? They're saying insects. How many options are there for the insect? 1, number 20. And okay, this is already, answer is done, right? This one is done, this one is done too. So we have like 15, 17, 18, and 20. So insect is here, 17, insect is here too. So the 15, 17, and 20, right? That's our short list for this options or for this paragraph, isn't it? Because they started with the insect, so your answer should be related to the insect. If it is technology related, then answer will be 15. If it is related to the wildlife benefiting, it will be number 18. No, it's not. Insect. 17, if they're saying negative thing, okay, it is challenging, difficult, something like that, then it can be number 17. And 20, if they say they are giving an example of insect derived medicine used at the moment. So if they're just saying insect medicine from the insect, right? What is people using? Okay, let's go. From the tiny proportion of insects that have been investigated, several promising compounds have been identified. For example, they're given a name. I really request you not to in the exam time just thinking of, because ultimately you're going to solve the problems in exam, right? So I need to show you the way what you will gonna do in the time of exam. This word you don't really need to pronounce it correctly, at least not in the exam time. You can learn it later on, but in the exam time you don't spend your time. Okay, what is it? It's something I don't need to know. An antimicrobial, so you understand it's kind of a medicine. Antimicrobial, right? You know that it's in medicine, so you don't need to understand everything, because there will be some words in the time of exam you don't know the meaning of, you don't know what it is, but still you need to answer. So you need to also practice that too. The antimicrobial compounds you understand. Now they are giving something about the some medicine or something. Antimicrobial compound produced by blowfly larva. So this is using something, isn't it? This is using something, and this is is used as an antiviral and anti-tumor agent in South Korea and Russia. So see, these are the medicine that made from the insect, made from the insects. See, insects, they're giving the example of the insects, fly larva. This is one insect, isn't it? So they're saying like from the insect we can really make some medicine, isn't it? And they are also using this medicine in Russia. See, antiviral, you use those medicine, right? Or the people in around you. Anti-tumor, these are the medicines created from the insect. and it is also being used in two countries, South Asia and South Korea and Russia. So see, they're giving an example about the insect derived medicine from the insect, right? They're not saying it is difficult or not. They're not saying because of technological easy or not. They're saying because of insect or from the insect they're making some medicine. So medicine and insect, number E, answer will be the 20. Done, isn't it? Okay, so see, let's read a little bit of this one too, because this one big. I need to show you how to solve big paragraphs too. It's important. Let's go. So see here what they're saying. Why is it that again insect? Look at this, insect. See, that's how you really make the things, because if you see the word insect and that doesn't really hit your neuron, that's a problem you are facing. When they're saying insect, okay, answer should be 15 or 17. Very simple. Answer should be 15 or 17. If the positive things easier, then 15. If the negative things challenging, difficult, then 17. Okay, read it. Received relatively little attention in bioprospecting. If you are good enough, you can answer right now, because they are starting with the negative stuffs. Little attention is not a good thing. It's a bad thing, negative thing. So about the insect, there is only one negative, that is 17. But okay, just read more. Firstly, there are so many insects that without some manner or targeted approach, investigating this huge variety of species is a daunting task, very difficult task. Now this will be number 17, number 17 will be the F. Done, number 17 is done. Now you see you have two options now, number 15 and number 18. One is about the insect research, another one about the drug research. You have three paragraphs. Let me erase a little bit. Yeah, you have three paragraphs and you have two answers. So if you start reading, then you will get the answer. Let me show you. My colleagues and someone name approach in which we use knowledge of ecology. They're saying ecology. There is nothing they have said about the ecology. If you are good enough, you will not read more of this paragraph. Because see, there is a pattern out there. Whenever they started, they either started with the natural medicine, or they have started with maybe insect, or they have started with the drug. Here they have started with the ecology. And in our options, there is nothing called ecology. I will not read this anymore. I will start reading from here. Although natural history knowledge points us in the right direction, it doesn't solve problem associated with the obtaining useful compounds from insect. Useful compound from the insect. What they started with? They started with insect. So we are looking for either insect or drug. Now it's your decision. You can answer it as number H, or you can read more, read everything, try to match everything, then answer H. It's your choice. You can do both. Because if you read more C, and they're saying fortunately it is now possible to snip out the traces of the insect DNA that carry the codes of interesting compounds and insert them into cell lines that allow larger quantities to be produced. So they're saying how technology is really helping insect research. That's what they're saying. So it's up to you. You don't really need to read more than that if you do the proper research about the options. I have shown you one, but you need to practice it. You will not be able to implement it from tomorrow. It will not gonna be possible, right? So you just knew the thing, you just learned the thing. Now it's your job to try with other matching information where you can get like 5, 6, 7 information, matching information. Try those pattern in there, then you can understand, okay, this is happening. Now do you really need to read this one or answer? In the time of exam you answer it. Number 18, it is I. But now you need to understand, with every weight of wilderness and that disappears, we deprived ourselves from potential medicines, right? Potential medicines, and then medicines means drug, as much wilderness. See, wildlife, wilderness. What is wildlife? And then medicines, wildlife, drug research, drug, medicine. As much I'd love to develop the groundbreaking insect-derived medicines, insect-derived medicine. My main motivation for looking at insects in the way is conservative. Now you can think, okay, they're talking about the insect. Okay, let's read more. I sincerely believe that all species, however small or seemingly insignificant, have a right to exist for their own sake. If we shine a light on the darker reaches of nature's medicine cabinet, exploring the useful chemistry of the most diverse animal of the planet. So they're saying like how drug research benefiting and the wildlife and other. The answer will be the. So see, when you read more, it will also make you some confusion. That's what I really want from you. I just want to give you one more information. What will you do in the time of doing the matching information? You know that to do this much matching information, you really or nearly need to read everything of the paragraph or passage or the article. So why don't you take some notes out there? You should do that. Just take some notes out there. For say here, Ross Piper, zoologist, right? Average Smith University. When you will get this kind of information, you will also try to answer this. First, when you will read number F, right? Then you start reading number G. When you get the information, okay, I got this, that's mean my fill in the gaps answer will be here. You can do in two ways. Maybe in that time you will directly solve the fill in the gaps, or some other time, okay, you just write here. Number 23 answer will be here. Done. Number 22 answer will be here. That's how you make the plan. This will save you time. So I'm gonna repeat it again. What will you going to do? Let me erase a bit so that I can help you with the better way. Okay, so first thing first, whenever you will get the information, matching information, first see how many information are there. If it is like 5, 6, 7 means if it is more than 5 or 5 at least, it means you will really need everything. You need to read kind of everything. Okay, now you know that you need to read everything. What will you do? You know that it is very difficult for you, or it will be very difficult for you to just match everything out there. So try to find out the information that will be very helpful for you to find out easily. Like here, natural medicinal compounds, right? Like here it is insect research, here it is animal and natural medicinal substances, here this is insect and drug research, here just drug research and wildlife, here nature based medicine, here insect derived medicine. Done. You first take that note, so you know that these are the information I will very easily, or at least with not much difficulty, I'm gonna find it there. Number one. And then what you do, you give it some kind of research. You give it some kind of, okay, what are really happening there? You can see, or I can see here, okay, in three options they are talking about natural medicinal compounds. 14 natural medicinal compounds, 16 natural medicinal compounds, 19. So if I get any information about the natural medicinal compounds, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look at number 14, 16 and 19. Then I will come to the conclusion. Okay, not natural medicinal substance. They're talking about maybe the insect. Okay, they're talking about insect, right? Let me change the color. They're talking about insect. So insect, if they talk about the insect, it can be 15. If they talk about the insect, it can be 17. If they talk about the insect, it can be 20. Then you narrow it down. What are they talking about the insect? It will become easier for you. And then, okay, no, they are not talking about that. They're talking about maybe just drug. Then this will be the answer, and wildlife. So see, that's how you narrow it down, and it will going to help you in a better way, because if you want to try to match everything, it will make more confusion. So try to match what you can match. All right, okay, hopefully it will going to help you for matching information, because it's a very difficult one. So I really suggest you to help out yourself at home by practicing more. Very simple, following this step. What happens with a lot of students, the way I showed them, they don't really follow that accurately when practicing. So what happens with that, if you don't follow every step that I am telling you, what will going to happen? You'll miss it, right? You'll miss it. You'll not understand actually this is working or not. So my suggestions, if you really forget the steps, it can happen, human being. I also forget the things. Whenever I saying the step, you note it down. Just pause the classes, videos, whatever you are watching from. So just pause it down and take the notes, then resume it. If you miss it down, maybe rewind a little bit, then watch it. Because if you don't follow step by step, you might miss the answer. You might not get the best out of this class. Okay, so get the best out of this class. That's what I want. Alright guys, thank you for joining in this class. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Till then, goodbye.